Good morning, one and all. Myself, Naganika, Government Model Degree College, lecturer in Commerce, Ella Reddy. So, here, BCom third year. So, here let us discuss the role of financial institutions in economic development of our country. So, here, different financial institutions in India. So, the first one is Finance Corporation. Corporation of India, IFCI, National Industrial Development Corporation, NIDC. The third one is Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, ICICI, and Industrial Development Bank of India, IDBI, Unit Trust of India, UTI, Life Insurance Corporation, LIC, and then State Financial Corporations of India, SFCs. So these are the different financial institutions situated in India. So let us discuss IFCI, Industrial Finance Corporation of India. So here, Industrial Finance Corporation of India was established in the year 1948 under the IPC Act 1948. So the main objective of the corporation has been industrial concerns India. So it focus on only industries. So it gives the financial institutions to the industrial concerns. The financial assistance of the corporation is available to limited companies or cooperative companies registered in India and engaged had proposed engaged in. So here it provides the finance facility to limited companies and cooperative societies, so whichever registered in India. So here some uh, here some engaged or proposed engaged in. Here some companies so manufacture, preservation, or processing of goods. And again, mining industry, shipping of business, hotel industry, generation and distribution of the electrical power. The management of the corporation is vested in the board of directors consisting whole time chairman and 12 directors. Here one chairman in this IFCI, one chairman and 12 directors. Here the functions of the IFCI here guaranteeing the loans raised by the industries from the capital market. Scheduled banks are state cooperative banks which are repayable within a period not exceeding 25 years. So here it does not exceed the period of the 25 years. Underwriting the issue, it helps in underwriting the issue of the stock, shared bonds, or debentures by industrial concerns, and it guarantees the loans or advances or subscribes into debentures of the industrial concerns. It extended extending guarantees in the respect of the defined payment by the importers, and it subscribes directly to the shares of the industrial concern. So here capital and financial resources. Here the IFCI was set up with a authorized capital, so 10 lakh crores, so consisting of 20,000 shares, and of 5,000 each share is 5,000 each. Next, the authorized capital has now increased 20,000 crores. Means here one share is 10,000 each. So, first one is Industrial Finance Corporation of India. Then second financial institution is National Industrial Corporation, NIDC, National Industrial Development Corporation. So it was established by the central government in the year 1954 and has regarded as the instrument achieve balanced development of the industries in the private sector as well as public sector. So it gives the priority to public sector as well as private sector also. Then The NIDC plans and formulated the projects setting up new industries. The main objective of the concern is the promotion of the industries rather than giving the guarantees to the finance. Means if any new entrepreneurs, it encourages the new entrepreneurs, it provides the capital facility to the new entrepreneurs here. So it provides the assistance to the modernization of industries. The corporation was set up with the authorized capital is 1 crore, and again which is 1 crore out of 10 lakhs has been issued, paid up to the government. It can also borrow from the government. The management of the NIDC is entrusted to the board of directors consisting of the total 8 members including the chairman. So here 7 members, 1 chairman. So here all appointments are made by the made by the central government. Means in this NIDC 8 members, means 1 chairman, 7 members. So these members are appointed, all these members are appointed by the central government. Now here third one is Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. Means the abbreviation is ICICI. So the Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India was established in the year 1955 under the Companies Act. So it is a public limited company, it is not it is not private limited company. Any industrial company may approach ICICI for assistance in financing a sound proposal. So if any, for example, ABC industry is there, it needs finance from the ICICI. It approached the ICICI financial institutions, and then it will get the finance. And again, so it finances the sound proposal for the establishment, modernization or expansion of the company in order to promote new industries to help to the expansion and modernization of the existing industries. Means it provides the assistance new industries and existing industries. For existing industries, it provides finance facility for its modernization and for its expansion, and also it provides a technical and managerial assistance to industrial sectors. And ICICI grants long term and medium term loans, subscribes debentures and shares, and guarantees the loans from the private finance source. It is also provides the assistance by the way of suppliers. So it provides the credit to the suppliers also. The corporation was registered with the authorized capital. So whenever it was established, it was its capital was 25 crores divided into 5 lakhs equity shares of 100 rupees each. So it has also raised money by issuing the debentures. Means it can issue the debentures and it can get the capital from the debentures also. The fourth one is the fourth financial institution is Industrial Development Bank of India, that is IDBI. So IDBI full form is Industrial Development Bank of India. So it was established by Government of India in the year 1964 under the IDBI Act. So it is wholly owned by subsidiary of the RBI to provide the credit and other facilities for the development of the industrial sector. So it coordinates the activities of other financial institutions and banks which provides term finance to industries. Means it coordinates other financial institutions, means means ICICI, SFCs, and banks also. It provides the term finance to the industries. So this This also has been assigned the responsibility of providing the financial and technical assistance for the promotion of certain basic key industries. Means it provides the certain basic industries. So the what are the basic industries means pharmaceutical industries, fertilizer industries, mining industries, shipping and power generation industries, setting up of industrial estates, etc. Here it was established in the 1964 by the Reserve Bank of India. Next, what are the objectives and functions of the IDBI? So here uh, it coordinates the activities of the other financial institutions and banks, which helps industries by providing the finance. And again, it promotes the industrial structure of the country by planning and promoting and developing industries. To provide the it provides the technical and administrative know-how for the expansion of the industry, and it undertake investment, research, market research, technical and economic studies in connection with the industrial development. So it provides the finance to the projects which are in the conformation with the national priorities. So these are the functions of the IDBI. Next bank is Unit Trust of India. Means it is UTI. UTI stands for Unit Trust of India. The Unit Trust of India was set up in the 1964 under the Unit Trust of India Act 1963. And again, the main objective of the Unit Trust of India is to encourage and mobilize saving of the companies and to make diversified investments for the economic growth of the country. So here this UTI accumulates the savings of the community through the sale of units, and it invests the finance collected in various types of securities. Means it collects the finance and it invests in various types of securities in such a way which may be advantageous to the individuals. So these are advantageable to the individuals. The investable funds of the UTI are usually invested in, so the investable funds of UTI means preference shares, debentures or bonds. So these are UTI funds. The returns on these investments provide main source of the income to UTI. So UTI collects funds from the preference shares, debentures, or bonds. So the surplus funds for the short periods are placed with the commercial banks in call loans. Means so whenever it has surplus funds, so it the surplus funds kept with the commercial banks to use for the purpose of providing the loans. The management of the trust is entrusted to the board of trustees. Here not directors and chairman, only Unit Trust of India means here the board of trustees. The chairman and the board of other trustees are appointed by RBI. Means all trustees and chairmen, so these all are appointed by the Reserve Bank of India. One trustee each is nominated by, so from these trustees, one trustee is nominated by the LIC, and one trustee is nominated by the State Bank of India, and two other trustees are elected by the subscribers to the capital of the trust. So this is the Unit Trust of India. The sixth one is the Life Insurance Corporation of India. Life Insurance Corporation of India means LIC. So here this Life Insurance Corporation of India was established under the Life Insurance Corporation Act 1956, under which the life insurance business was nationalized. Means LIC was nationalized in the year 1956. The LIC of India provides long-term finance to the industry. So this LIC provides the long-term finance to the industries. The LIC of India helps in the mobilization and investment of the individual on the diversified basis. So LIC of India collects premium from the individuals. Those funds sent to the diversified fields. It is primarily concerned with the promotion of life insurance of India business and protection of the interest of the policy holders. So whenever, for example, a person takes the life insurance from life insurance company, it protects the life of the A. So it provides the financial assistance for the development of the socially desirable sectors. So it provides the assistance to the some other sectors, means those sectors: housing, water supply, electricity, and private sector industries. So the LIC funds are specified and invested according to the investment policy as specified in the LIC Act. So here the directions and, of assistance, such as about 80% at the discretion of the investment committee. So this is about a Life Insurance Corporation of India. So this is also a financial institution. It provides the assistance to the some other sectors, means it provides assistance to the housing, water supply, electricity, provide electricity and private sector industries. Next, the next financial institution is State Financial Corporation, SFC. The government after independence realized the need of the creating finance corporation to the state level for catering to the financial requirement of the industrial entrepreneurs. Means in state level, this SFC provides assistance to the state level entrepreneurs. In 1959, Government of India passed the State Financial Corporation Act. So this act is empowered the state governments to establish separate state financial corporation in their respective states. Means each state has a state financial corporation. So from these SFCs, it provides the assistance to the entrepreneurs and new industrial concerns, and these were established to meet the requirements of medium small scale industries. Means SFCs helps the medium and small scale industrial sectors in the within the state. So SFC provides the financial assistance to limited companies, partnerships, organizations and cooperative societies, state proprietorships, and Hindu undivided families. So it helps to different sectors. The following types of the industries the following types of the industries are here is under the SFCs. Means units manufacturing, processing, or doing preservation of the goods. It provides these sectors. It provides financial assistance from these sectors also. Generation and distribution of power, hotels, mining, and transport of the goods or goods and passengers by road, air, water, and fishing, repair, maintenance, testing, servicing of the machinery vehicles. So it provides the many sectors. It provides financial assistance to many sectors. So these are 7 financial institutions are playing a main role in our economic development of the country. So these 7 are Industrial Finance Corporation of India, National Industrial Development Corporation of India, Industrial Credit Investment Corporation of India (ICICI), Industrial Development Bank of India (IDBI), Unit Trust of India (UTI), Life Insurance Corporation of India (LIC), State Financial Corporation of India (SFC). So these are the financial institutions. These financial institutions plays a main role in our economic development of the country.